Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode here at WILDMAN Lifts. I'm your host, WILDMAN. Now, as you can tell at the beginning of this video, I actually met the legendary Larry Wheels. Turns out we have the same surgeon when it comes to fixing things that are broken in our bodies. He was very nice, very polite. I kind of approached him like a fanatic fan. I went up to him and I was like, "Hey man, are you Larry Wheels?" And he was like, "Yes, I am." And I'm like, "Hey, I've been watching your videos for the time you just started all the way up until now, and I'm a huge fan, big admirer." And he was very polite. We chatted for a while. He asked why I was at surgeon's office today. And I told him that I got my bicep reattached from lifting in strongman, and he can relate because he also ruptured a bicep tendon when he was doing strongman competitions. And so we were able to talk about that and have a nice chat. And he even took the time to take a nice picture with me so that I can remember that moment. So big shout out to Larry Wheels. I don't know if he watches my channel or not, but if you do, you were a true scholar and a gentleman, and I really appreciated the time you took to talk to me and to let me hang out with you for just a second. Now I have some great news. I went to my physical therapist today and they determined that I was now able to start lifting again. And I can't even tell you how ecstatic I am. From my last video all the way up until now, the only thing that I've been able to do was to move my arm in a curling motion and to supinate my hand back and forth, but I wasn't allowed to lift anything, only up to 2 pounds for an entire month. And that was mainly just to try to allow the tendon to heal because it's been reattached, so it needs to heal. The body needs time to heal. And to not do anything that would cause the biceps, because it's in a tender moment at the time, to re-rupture because I do something stupid and try to pick up something heavy. So now we're at the point where the tendon has healed and now I'm able to lift. I asked the physical therapist, what are my limitations? And she said, you can do whatever you want. The bicep just won't be able to lift it. If you try to curl something and it's too heavy, you just won't be able to lift it. And that's fantastic news. I asked her if I was able to do compound movements with the barbell. She said absolutely. I asked her if I was able to do strongman movements, and she said absolutely. She just said, take your time and really listen to your bicep, and I'm going to continue to be seeing physical therapy and progress as I go along and strengthen that tendon specifically when I'm there, and to do at-home exercises as well so that my recovery can speed up. So since I got the green light to start lifting, guess what? I'm starting a brand new series. It's only gonna be 4 episodes. It's gonna be called The Road to Restoration. By doing 4 episodes dedicated to me getting back on the track to lifting again and starting with the basics. And the good news is you get to follow along. So I'm basically starting from scratch. So if you've never been to the gym before, you don't know where to start, or if you're like me where you suffered a pretty big traumatic injury and you just recovered from surgery from it and now you're able to lift again, let me show you a very good way that will get you back on track. And if you're new, we'll show you pointers of how you can start lifting heavy and where you can figure where your limitations are. So when you get in the gym, you kind of have an expectation. So this is going to be a roadmap and a blueprint to everybody out there that views my channel, that if they want to get into the gym or they need to start over like me, then here's a place that you could start. And I can't even tell you how excited for myself I am to start lifting again, because I go to the gym and I love to work out because it makes me feel good and it makes me want to work hard and get better every day. And that's not a bad thing to do. So when it comes with current symptoms right now, I literally don't have that many. My elbow feels pretty good. The tingling in my arm has gone down a lot. Although I went to physical therapy today and we isolated that bicep, and now I'm starting to feel the tingliness again, but that's probably a good thing. It just means that my body's trying to piece together the new stimulus that I'm throwing at it. I am numb from where the injury is all the way up to my wrist on both sides. Like there's 2 nerve paths, I guess I found out, that lead to up to your wrist. And I am feeling very numb there. So it feels significantly less than when you touch this arm and then you touch this arm. I definitely feel like it's like 2/3 less of feeling than the other one. But I do have feeling there. And the physical therapist did say that sometimes happens and they would keep an eye on it as I progress through physical therapy. But overall, I feel pretty good and I'm very excited to start training again. So if you are in the same boat that I am, where you ruptured a bicep tendon, particularly the distal bicep, which is the bottom of the bicep that connects to the elbow, and you're thinking, oh no, like how long is this gonna take? What's the roadmap that's gonna get me to where I can start lifting again? This is it. So I got my injury about 3 months ago, and I had surgery 2 weeks approximately after I had initially injured it. It's taken about 3 months to finally get the green light to start lifting again. It is a serious injury, but like I said before, this is an injury that I would prefer to have comparative to other injuries. Once you've kind of had shoulder, knee, or lower back injuries, things in there never go the same again once you have surgery. Because once you cut and you repair one thing, something else in your joints there are going to start compensating. So for me, a lot of people look at me and go, oh wow, like you shouldn't lift so heavy because this is what happens. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm very happy about this because of all injuries, this is the one that's most common with the sport that I do, and it's really not that serious comparative to other injuries. Had I gotten a shoulder, lower back, hips, or knee problem, then yes, I would definitely agree. But this is also a testament to how much prehab I do and how priming and warming up myself before I work out, making sure that I structure the workouts correctly in giant set format so that I'm well-rounded. And then afterwards, the recovery process that I take, I'm almost pushing 40 years old and I'm still able to perform at a high elite level comparative to other people that are my age that look like they're on death's row. And I'm doing this without steroids, without PEDs, without TRT, without SARMs. I'm only taking over-the-counter supplements that you can buy at any supplement store, such as creatine, BCAAs, and whey protein. And the most important thing is having a well-balanced diet. All right, so I'll catch you next week when we start the road to restoration. Thank you.